everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 20 granny square. We are so getting on a roll here with 20 granny squares down. That is so awesome. So the supplies I'm using today are just scrap yarn. I'm using red heart yarns and just scraps of various colors here. You can use as many colors as you want, or any scraps. These are just from previous projects that have collected the scraps too. So I'm using red heart yarns in this project. Also, for all 365 days of granny squares, we are using an H size hook, so make sure you have that handy. And I'm using that in this project today. Also, a scissors and a yarn needle. We are going to be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, so make sure you have those handy as well. And before we start, I do want to mention, check out all the links in the description of this video. I will have a link to the blog where you'll find out where to get all the information you need for the 365 days of granny squares. You'll see a list of all the granny squares. You could click the photo, it'll take you right to the video tutorial, as well as all the information you need if we, I've had questions, are we attaching these? What are we doing with all these squares? You can do whatever you'd like with them. I'm just showing you how to make them, but I will show how to attach them once I have enough for a blanket. Also, check out the link to my Facebook. Make sure you like my page on Facebook, join me there, and if you make this, share your photos on Facebook, and you can get inspiration from other crocheters as well. Check out my Instagram. I'll put the link to my Instagram there so you can follow me on Instagram, like my photos, and even post a photo on Instagram, hashtagging YARNutopia, so that I can see your crochet work. And also for this particular project, for the Granny Square project, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares so we can see all your granny squares in one awesome spot. And follow me on Snapchat. You can see behind the scenes clips of what I do on my free time when I'm crocheting or when I'm not. And subscribe to my channel here on YouTube so you'll get updates on when I post new videos. I post one every single day this year for this granny square project, so you'll get updates every day. And lastly, I do want to thank my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. He is our videographer and editor of all of our videos and our photographer. He does such a fabulous job, so thanks, Pops. So without further ado, let's just get started in number 20. Alright, to start off, we have to make a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, fold that down, and then pull that through and pull tight. Insert your hook, and we're ready to go. So now we want to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through 1 and 2, and then in the second chain from the hook we want to put 8 single crochets. So the loop that's on your hook never counts as anything, so count 1 and 2, insert your hook in that first chain there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's our first single crochet. Insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more for 8. Then we want to slip stitch to the beginning single crochet of this round. So count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right into this first single crochet here, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, that was round 1. Now for round 2, I'm not changing color, so we're just going to continue on with this color. We're going to chain up 1, and then single crochet into that same stitch that we just slip stitched into and chained up 1 in. We're just going to insert our hook right in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Then we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then hop to the next stitch right here, and we're going to single crochet in there. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then just repeat that. So chain 3, jump to the next stitch, and put a single crochet in there. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, hop to the next stitch, and put a single crochet in there. So you'll have 8 single crochets and 8 chain 3 spaces at the end of this round. So then I'm just going to do that, and I'll meet you back up when we go on to round number 3. Alright, so I'm just doing my last chain 3 here. Now we want to slip stitch to the beginning single crochet of this round, so just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. So at this point I am going to change color. If you're not changing color, just slip stitch into this chain 3 space here and go on to round 3 with us. But if you're changing color like I am, just chain up 1 at this point, cut your yarn, pull that through, pull tight, insert your hook in any chain 3 space, which I'm just going to go right into this next one, grab your new color, okay, and then we are going to chain 1, so hook it onto your hook like this, pull it through, and then chain 1, okay, and we're going to put a single crochet into there as well. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops. Now we are going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, jump to the next chain 3 space and put a single crochet in there. And just repeat that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and then we're going to put a single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet in the next chain 3 space. And just repeat that all the way around, and then we will go on to round 4 together. Alright, I'm just doing my last chain 5, and then we are going to slip stitch to the beginning single crochet of this round. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. At this point I am not changing color, but if you want to, you can do so and chain up 1, cut your yarn, and then insert your hook into any chain 5 space and move on with us. But if you're not changing color like me, just insert your hook in the chain 5 space and make a slip stitch in there. So just yarn over, pull through and through. And now in each chain 5 space we are going to put 5 single crochets. So chain up 1 here, and put 5 single crochets into each chain 5 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then hop over to the next chain 5 space and put 5 single crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop over to the next chain 5 space and put 5 single crochets in there. Super simple. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just do 5 single crochets into each chain 5 space, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to the next round together. Alright, so I just put my last 5 single crochets in this chain 5 space, so just slip stitch to the beginning single crochet of this round, okay, not the chain up 1 there. Insert your hook in the first single crochet there, yarn over, pull through, and at this point I am going to change color. If you are not changing color, slip stitch into the second stitch here and go on to the next round with us. If you can see here, since there's 5, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we want to start our next round in the second stitch of the 5 grouping here. So I will show you how to do that. I'm going to fasten off at this point, so just chain up 1, cut my yarn, and then I'm going to insert my hook in the second single crochet of this 5 single crochet group here. Okay, so in the second one, okay, this first one was the one we just slip stitched into, so just insert your hook in the second one, grab your new yarn, okay, pull it through, and now we are going to chain up 1 and then single crochet in the same stitch that we just chained up 1 in. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops. And then we are going to put a single crochet in each one of these next 2 stitches. So insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops, jump to the next one and put a single crochet in there. Okay, so there's a single crochet here that we skipped. This was our first one. Then we have a single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and now we're going to skip this next stitch here. Okay, we are going to actually skip 3 stitches in total. So skip this next stitch, and this next stitch. let's see here, 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, skip this next stitch and this next stitch. Yep, and then we're going to go into the middle one of this next petal here. So I will, first we have to chain 1. Okay, so we did 3 single crochets, chain 1, skip 3 stitches, go into this next stitch here, which is the middle stitch of this next 5 single crochet grouping here. Okay, and in this middle stitch here, so we're skipping 3 stitches, in this middle stitch here we are going to put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Whoopsie. Okay, so I did 3 double crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and then 3 double crochet in that same stitch. Okay, this is our corner. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to chain 1. Okay, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and in the next 3 stitches we are going to put 1 single crochet into each one of those. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. In this next one we are going to make our corner, so we're going to put 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 1, skip 3 stitches, and put 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Then chain 1, skip 3 stitches, and make your corner. So 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. Okay, then chain 1, skip 3 stitches, and put 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. In this next stitch we are going to put our corner, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. Okay, so chain 1, and you should have only 3 stitches left, 1, 2, 3, which we're going to skip all 3 of those, and slip stitch to the beginning single crochet of this round. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so there's we made our square, but this is quite small still, so we are going to go on to round 6, where I'm not going to change color at this point. If you want to change color, you can do so just by chaining up 1 and then cutting your yarn, pulling it through, inserting your hook back into the same single crochet and chain up 3 and go on to round 6 with us. At this point I am just going to chain up 3, which counts as our first stitch, and we're going to put 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 1. And now we're at this chain 1 space, we're going to put a double crochet in there. We are going to put 1 double crochet into each one of these 3 stitches here. So 1, 2, and 3. And now we've hit the corner, so we're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in the corner. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then 2 double crochet. Okay, now we're going to put 1 double crochet in each one of these stitches here. So 1 double crochet in each one of those. And then we're at the chain 1 space here, so we're going to put a double crochet in there. And then we are at these 3 single crochets here. We're going to put 1 double crochet in each one of those. Then we're at the chain 1 space, so we're going to put a double crochet in there. Then we're going to put a double crochet into each one of these double crochets here. And now we're at the next corner, so we're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet in this corner space. Oops. There we go. Okay. And then just repeat all the way across this side too. So we're just going to put a double crochet into each stitch and a double crochet in the chain 1 spaces, a double crochet in those single crochets. So just double crocheting across basically. So just finished up this square, and then I'll meet you up when we are fastening off. Alright, so I'm just finishing up this round here. And just slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 of this round, 1, 2, 3, right at the top there. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, and this is what my square looks like so far. If your square is not large enough, you can chain up 3 and just work repeating our last round. Just putting one, either a single crochet, a half double crochet, or a double crochet. However tall you want your stitches to be, how wide you want this piece to be, you can go do 1 stitch in each of these. Once you get to the corners, put 2 stitches, chain 2, and then 2 stitches, and then just put 1 stitch into each stitch on the sides. So it's very simple, but I'm done with this square. It's as big as I want it to be, so just chain up 1, cut your yarn, pull it through, and then we want to sew in our end, and I sewed in a few of my ends already. So just to sew in your end, you just want to yarn your needle and then go underneath some of the stitches and hide that. Okay, and then just cut any extra and stretch it out. Okay, but that is what our square looks like. So you can kind of manipulate this to make it look more floral, more like a flower in there. But that is number 20 granny square. Thank you so much for watching and learning how to make number 20. We are already done with 20 squares. That is so awesome. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said in the beginning of this video, make sure to check out the links in the description of this video. If you have any questions about the granny squares, the 365 days of granny squares, check out the link to the blog. All the information you need is in there. We will be attaching these toward the end when I have enough for a blanket, and I decided that I'm going to donate some of these blankets, and also I'm going to keep one for myself, but I'm going to donate them. You can do whatever you want with your granny squares. You can make a bag, you can make a pillowcase, you can make a blanket, you can make whatever you want with these granny squares. And I'll show you also how to attach them once I have enough for a blanket. But yeah, check out those links in the description of this video. Check out my Facebook. Make sure you join me on Facebook, like my page. Also, share your photos. If you share a photo, hashtag YARNutopia and hashtag 365 days of granny squares for these specific projects, for these granny squares. Hashtag 365 days of granny squares. Also follow me on Snapchat so you can see behind the scenes clips of what I do on my free time. And I want you to also, what am I trying to say? Subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Click that red subscribe button so you'll get updates on when I post new videos. You'll get an update every single day for these granny squares. So thank you so much for watching. Happy hooking, everybody!